So the students, let's start our the lesson. So we will continue with the practice on the sheet metal forming environment in the Siemens NX. So as usual, click on the new file and select from the here the sheet metal forming and click on OK. Just I will change my background to the white background. So let me open the model for the practice. We have seen this one, this one, and let's see, try to make the this one. So this is our the model here. The sheet metal forming is the format, and you can see here the main the tab is the polygon element, and here the small polygon is performed using the dimple here. We have here the lower features. There is also this is the dimples, and this one is also the dimples with the cutouts. So the simple that the create in the sheet metal forming. So select our the file here, and new file, click on sketch, click on this face that's plain. So click on OK here, and first let us draw here the polygon. So the side of the polygon will be the 6. So click on here and here the draw the polygon here. So you can here the draw here with the 90 degree. So with the side of, for example, the 90. So uh, the degree should be the let's 90. Press on here, click on here. So the facial sketch. So we have the polygon and create here the tab. So so click tab and place here this one and specify the thickness of this tab is the 1 mm, for example. The click on OK here. So we created this tab. So let's create a sketch again. Select this face, click on OK, and here we can use here the offset function, the offset curve to create the offset. So click the any edge of this polygon, and here it should be the just one, the offset number, and the reverse the direction, and you can specify the dimension here, the offset dimension, the distance. Let's make it 30 mm. Then click on OK. Just finish your sketch. So we created this second polygon with the offset. Now we can use here the dimple. So what we have seen here, let me just move here this one, the dimple to create the dimple feature. So on this one, click on OK here, this face, and let's make the distance of this one is the 20 mm of the height, and here let's make it here this one is 20 the angle, and let's make it this one is 10 mm. Also you can make it, let's make it 15, for example, like here. So you will create this kind of feature. Click on OK. So we created this feature, and you can here use the break corner to convert the corners. Let's try to make the 5 mm corners here. Let's make it 10, for example, and the corners to the rounded corners. All the corners here, step by step. Can select all the corners. This corner and this corner. Then select this corner. So we select all the corners. Just click on OK here. So we converted the corners to the rounded. Now we will create here some sketch again, the circles. So click on the sketch, select this face, Click OK here, and click here the circle, and bring your here. You see the center. If you bring your mouse to the edge of this, then you will specify the center here. You can specify the center and draw the circle with the 12 millimeter of the diameter per center. The circle is active. You can go to this one to the edge. So the center is the highlighter. Just press here to and the sketch of the circle exact on that center position of that arc. The same way you can do for all the other positions here. Sorry, you see this is the mistakes. Control Z. Let's draw the circle here again to the 12 millimeter per center and go to this position. It should be properly aligned here. You see here now let's make it here this one. Okay. And finish your sketch. So now you can use here again. For example, you can make here the dimple, or you can make here the bed. Also, let's say the dimple or this hole. So here, select this portion here, and you need to specify here the dimensions of this dimple. Let's make it here the depth of the 4 millimeter. Here the depth makes it 4 millimeter, and let's make the angle of the 10 millimeter, and just select here this circle. So let's cancel it. Go to the dimple again. Let's make it 4 millimeter of the depth and 10 millimeter of the angle. Select this portion, click apply, and select this portion, and apply always to accept this feature. So just cancel it here. So we created these features here. Click at sketch here and click on this surface. Okay, now select the circle and draw the circle from the center here. The diameter of let's make it 70 millimeter. Let's finish the sketch. And again, make the dimple. Select here this portion. So now let's make it the depth 10 millimeter, and the angle, side angle with 10. So click on OK. Again, sketch. So this face, click on OK. So draw the circle with the diameter of the 40 millimeter. Finish your sketch. And using the normal cutout, let's cut this portion. Click on OK. So we created this one. Now we will make the cutout on these small circles here. So select this surface, click on OK, and try to just draw the circles exactly on the centers with the diameter of the 4 millimeter, and drag this holes the same all the positions here. So they'll insert there the holes. So if you go, so you see the center is highlighted here, like here. Now press here with your mouse. Again, select the edge and select this center point, and again this center point. Let's finish the sketch. Again, make here the normal cutout, and step by step select these portions, and here you can just select the other features here, this one, we'll just cut these small portions of the circles. So finish the sketch. So we finish it our the model here. Can go to the hide and show menu. Let's hide the sketch for a while, so we can just see This is the model. It's created. Now we'll go further. Let's create the firstly. Let's see the let's with the this one for example. So we go new file here. So click here the sheet metal forming. Click OK here. I will change the background as usual. And we can close the previous model. So let's just close this one also. So click on sketch as usual. We will start in this case. Create the here the as a tab. So rectangle or tab. We will start from the rectangle or tab. So okay, select the rectangle. Here we select the center. That's the center rectangle. And draw the rectangle with the dimension of the, for example, here the 80 to the 60 millimeters. So with the rectangle here, double click on it. Let's make it 60 millimeter, and this side is 80 millimeter. And we can make it symmetric, locate it symmetric in order to do this. Go to the make symmetric. Let's make it symmetric of this one and this one around this one. Now it's okay. Can finish your the sketch. Now, as usual, we will convert this rectangle to the sheet element using the tab. Select the tab here. Select your this edge. So let's make it 1 millimeter. Click on OK. Now we'll continue with creating other features. So click on sketch. Firstly, we will create the sketch with this face. Click on OK. So select here the rectangle and draw the rectangle from the center and define the dimension of this rectangle. Here let's make it 50 millimeter. Let's make it 25 millimeter. And here using the arc command, let's convert this side to the arc. That's combining here like here and this one. This one we can just let's change a little bit this one. Let's make it 40 millimeter. That's okay. You can use here the quick trim. Just trim this portion, then this portion here, and finish the sketch. So we created our sketch here. Now again, let's use the dimple to create some dimple here with this portion. Let's make it 10, and let's make here the 0 angle. So it will be this white here, right here, and click on OK. So you see that we created this kind of figure here, and here using the break corner, let's the make the here this element here. We can make here the 5 millimeter of the radius on the corners. Select all the corners where you want to create edge blend. So click on here and click on here. So click OK here. So we made here these corners with around it, and we will create here the holes on the corners. Click on OK here. Click sketch here. See here this face. OK, and circle. And if you change that its center will be specified, draw the circle with the 10 to 5 millimeter. You can just drag the positions. Let's use the on the bed all the four the corners here, and just finish your sketch. As usual, using the normal cutout. Here select this one and select this circle, select this circle, and again select this circle. So it is always the cutout, and just click the sketch. It's okay. So we created this element here. Now we will make here another element. So click on sketch. Let's select this face. Okay. Again, let's draw the rectangle. So let's draw the rectangle by the 2 points in this case. So rectangle here, and we can define the dimensions. So what the dimension? So let's define this dimension to 40 millimeter, and using the make symmetric, let's locate this side and of this side of the rectangle, the symmetric around this axis. And you can define some other dimension, for example, with respect to the origin position here. So let's make it 20 millimeter. And again, use the arc here, make this sides to the slot form here. So it is called slot. You see, now we can use the quick trim as usual, just trim this center points. You can the mirror of this sketch, so you can use this one. So here as usual, just make the mirror the curve here, select this curve, so it is all selected. As a center line, selected this axis, so it is mirrored and this is that position. Click on OK. Let's finish your sketch. Again, use here the dimple. Let's create the dimple feature here, but with a different dimensions. So in this case, let's create some dimple with different dimensions. So let's make it smaller, so 4 millimeter. So then we can let me just see there which kind of feature. Let's use it in this element here. This dimple is okay. Let me just check here the dimensions. Is it too small? Is it 2 millimeter? So dimple, this one is a 2 millimeter. So click apply here and select this one and click apply here. Let's cancel this one. So we created this one and we need to make some cut here in order to do this. Select the sketch, select this face, click on OK. We need to cut this portion and let's try to make here the project curve. So select this one, save surface. You see it is selected. You can select this surface also. It is selected and click OK here. So we converted this surface. You see this portion to the line. Now we can finish the sketch, and we can use just normal cutout to cut these portions here, this portion and this portion. Click on OK. So we finish it. The model here. So we can go to the hide and show, then hide your sketch and save your the model. So you're using the file and save without the save and so on. So let's continue with the new file. So we finished with this one, and let's try it with this one. So it's also easy. So select file here, the new, open the new file here. So select here the sheet metal, click on OK. Here the right click and change the background as usual. So here we can start the different way. Our the tab, this, click on sketch. So we can select in this case this face, plane, click on OK. And let's draw for example, using the profile, such kind of system, for example, this kind of element here. So you can define the dimensions of this one. So you can double click on it. This is the 80 millimeter, and this one is the 40 millimeter. So double click on it make it 40 millimeter, and this one is also to 40 millimeter this side. And sorry, there's a control Z, not this one, but this one is 40 millimeter. 40 millimeter. And using the geometry constraint, if you want to make the alignment, is the horizontal alignment at this point with this one. So let's finish this case. So we created just a single line in this case, and using the single line also you can create the tab. This the raw materials. Click on the tab, and here click on this sketch here, and let me just stay here. Then go to this one, the manual here, and here you need to just specify the thickness. So can start with this one. So let me just see here this model here. It is the we can do another, for example, let's delete this one. We can just create with the rectangular tab and make the flange. So let's create this one. As usual, though, let's go with the rectangle. Create here the center rectangle and draw as usual the rectangle, and make as usual here the specify the dimensions is the 80 millimeter here, and let's make it easier the 40 millimeter that we done. So finish a sketch. Then here as usual convert it to the raw material. So with the tab function, so let's make it 1 millimeter. Click on OK. So click on the flange, create the flange this side, and make here the flange of the distance of the 40 millimeter, and click apply. Here the angle is 90 degrees, so click here this one. That's okay here. So we created here this one, and click here the sketch, and click here this surface, and click OK here, and draw the circle here. So the circle with the diameter of the 30 millimeter, and let's make here the geometry constraint that locate exactly in the middle. That's this point, the middle of this one, and this one, the middle of this one. Insert the sketch. And now use here the dimple again. Let's make the dimple feature here with the 2 millimeters. Okay, here click on OK. So we created this feature, and we will make some cutout here. Click on sketch. So click on this one, and click OK here. And here let's draw the line here, the horizontal line with some inclined line, and convert these lines to the reference line, and define the angle. Between this line is the 45 degree, and let's define this dimension. So rapid dimension of this inclined length is let's make it 10 millimeter. So this will be the starting position of the circle. So select the circle and draw the circle here with the diameter of the 4 millimeter, and using here the pattern, the curve. So make the pattern of this circular pattern. This should be the end point here, this one, and here the count is the 4. Click on OK. So we add here this one, and we finish the sketch. We can here go to the normal cutout and select this one. Step by step, select all the holes here, and click OK. So we made this feature here. Now we need to mirror of this elements here on this side. here select here the mirror feature, and from the here you need to select the features. We will select the dimple, but we need to select also the sketch of this dimple by pressing the Control keyboard, select this sketch, and holding the Control, the select the sketch here, and here the select the normal cutout. Also, these four features should be selected. Here you see the features of sketch. So, and as a center plane, select here this plane to mirror, and click on OK. So it is the mirrors here on this side. So we will continue with creating the other feature on the top side again. So we'll go to the sketch, select this face, click on OK. We will draw the rectangle with the 2 points. It's okay in this case. So let's draw the rectangle here. So let's define the dimension. So this length, let's make it 60 millimeter, and the distance from this edge until this rectangle, let's make it 57. It's okay. And let's change this dimension. Let's make it 50 millimeter, and go to the symmetric and make the symmetric. Sorry, uh, symmetric. This one and this one is symmetric around this axis. Now we can here create some arc. So create arc here on this. So this point, this point. Just quick trim to trim these portions. Next, you can mirror this one again. So go to the mirror curve, select this curve. As a center line, select this one. Click OK. Just finish your sketch. So we created this one, and again we will create here the dimple. So select this one, and here the click and apply, and the second one, click and apply. So cancel. Select the sketch. Here then select this face. Click on OK. Again, using the project curve here, so I select this face, click apply, then place this face, click OK. Just finish your sketch. Now again, using the normal cutout, select this face and this portion of the face, click on apply. Okay. So this is our product. So we can go to the hide and show as usual, just hide the sketch. So this is the second. That's the next the model. So we'll continue with creating the model. So let's open to see the next model here. The this one. Let's try to do this one. So in this case, we have the other features which we can learn here from this model. So for example, here this model, which is this is the round cut, and here we have the flange with the middle flange and so on. So this one we have seen is the lower. But in this case, the initial sketch is a little bit different. We will start with a different sketch. So here open the new file. Here select the sheet metal. Click on OK. So I will change the background to the white as usual, and select the sketch here. Here select this face plane. Click on OK. So let's using the profile. Let's draw this kind of profile here. So can do this one. So this kind of profile. So, so it should be the same here. So just close the profile. Now we can define the dimensions of this one. So let's make it here. This is double click on this length. and make it 100 millimeter. So it adjusts other dimensions automatically. So let's make it this one is 44 millimeter, and let's define the other dimension. For example, this dimension. So this dimension, let's make it 20 millimeter, and this one, and this one is, let's make it 27 millimeter, and this one 8 millimeter, and this side should be the same. So let's make it here the 18 millimeter, and can make the geometric constraint. It is equal length. This one and this one is equal length, and this one is equal length, and this one and this one are also equal length. So you can define the dimension here, the 30 millimeter, and so we defined all the dimensions. So this dimension is not important because it is just respect to the origin. You can just use the geometric constraint to fix it. For example, the horizontal alignment to this one with this one, so, and the vertical alignment with this one with this one. So control Z. So the so we cannot make the vertical alignment because we defined it this dimension. So we finished with the profile. Just finish your sketch. So we created this kind of profile. Now we will convert this to the reference. That's the tab. That's the raw material. So using the tab, select here this one. So let's specify the thickness is the 1 millimeter. Click on OK. So we defined our raw material, and now using the some features of the sheet metal forming, we will start to create our element here. So firstly use the flange. Click on flange, and here the click of this lower edge here. And so it creates the flange here and define the dimension of this flange here. So let's make it here the 40 millimeter, and click on apply here. That angle is 90 degree, and here make this one also the 40 millimeter, the same here, and click on OK here. And now let's try to create the advanced flange here, the flange, and here let's create the flange on this side. But here let's define the distance is the not 40 but the 20 millimeter, the center. So the distance here, this one. So what is important as all is here is the full flange here. There is other the type of the flange here. You can see I'm using the full flange. That is I already explained it, and you can see the other the lectures. That is the explanation of the how to create the flange. Like okay, and I want to create the flange here. That is in this case not the full flange, but I will use here the center flange. So click on this face right here, and let's define this one is here the 15 millimeter of the width. Here you see this width will be the 15, and it will be automatically located at the center as a symmetric. And here you can define the length. So let's keep the 20 and the angle. And what is the here you can see the relief. So relief option here, open the relief, and here you see by default that square the relief is active. But we can relief is this element here. You can make it rounded relief right here. You see it become rounded. Also, you can define the depth and width of the relief by yourself. That by the standard by default is 3 millimeter. But you can make here use this one, use the local value, and change the relief. For example, the depth, the 6 millimeters. You see, and you can play with the width. For example, the 5 millimeters. So it will get different the width and depth. So skip, right here. So this is the how to create the center flange. So it's starting from the center. Click on OK to accept this one. So now we will continue with the other elements. So in here we will create the new feature on this first page using the punch function. So group. So it's the draw and cutout. In order to do this here, in order to do this, we will create firstly some sketch. So rectangular sketch. So create the sketch here. Select this face. Click on OK. So here the draw the rectangle. Let's draw the rectangle by the 2 points. So here you can define the dimension of this rectangle. For example, the 20 millimeter, and make this one is 15 millimeter. And you can define the dimension, the position of the other rectangle. You can make it at the center, and then just finish your sketch. And just click on the drawn cutout and click on this one, so it will create such kind of feature here. You can change the direction here, the inward or the outward. Also you can define the depths, so the depths here, the or side angle. So let's keep to 0 and click on OK. So here that this is the new feature, this is the round cutout. On the upper portion, let's create here the lower here. What is over the lower here? So click on OK here. That's the So we'll create here the line. So sketch, select sketch here, select this face, click on OK here, and draw the just single line here on this surface. So you can specify the behind the dimension, the length of this one. Let's make it 20 millimeter. Then you can define the position, this rapid dimension. So with respect to the this side, and you can specify the dimension from this side from the, so let's make it here. So now finish the sketch. Now click here the lower, the option here, and click on the this here, so it will be created lower. So let's here to keep the dimension, the depth, and this one is this one 2.5 and 3.5, and just click on OK. So now we will create here the pattern of this lower. So create the pattern, the feature, and here the also you need to import on this. Click the lower and click in the pressing the control. Select the sketch and specify the vector. This vector. So reverse the direction here, and let's increase the number. For example, the 9 here. So let's make it 8. So just click on OK. So we created here our elements here. So now we will create here the some holes. Here we have the hole on this surface and this surface. So we can go here the sketch, select this surface, click on OK, and you can select here the circle and draw the circle with the diameter of the 6 millimeter. And the second hole here the circle, and we can define the geometric constraint. For example, to make the midpoint this one, this one, and this one, this one, and define the distance between these circles. So rapid dimension, let's make it the 16 millimeter, and you can define the dimension from here to here. So let's make it 30 millimeter. So feature the sketch. Now you can make here the normal cutout. So this one, and select this circle. So it is the cutout. Now the same way we will create here the hole. Select the sketch. Here select this face. Click on OK, and select the circle. That's just here we need a single circle. That's the diameter of the 4 millimeter. Let's make it the geometric constraint. That midpoint this axis. So let's define the dimension here. So let's make it 7 mm and finish the sketch. Use the normal cutout. Here, select this one. Click OK. So let's create the hole again here on this surface here. So sketch. Select this face here. OK here. And draw the circle with here the diameter of the 6 mm. And using the geometric constraint that make it midpoint, this one and this one. And here select the rapid dimension, define the distance from here to here. That's the 7 mm and finish the sketch. Now use the normal cutout again, just make the cut here with this portion. So here you will add here again one flange, so we forget about, so look here the flange here. So select here this surface and make it full, and let's define the dimension is here this 40, this one. Click on OK here, that this flange here. So let's just see here that this element here, this one is the full. Again flange here, the select the flange. So select this flange here and make it 20 mm. Click on OK. Just okay here. So now again click here the hole. That select sketch. This face. Okay. Select the circle. Then draw the circle. That's with a diameter of the 6 mm. And you can here select the geometric constraint. Make this the midpoint. And so you can define the dimension. So here also you can make the midpoint, for example, also for this one. So it's in the mid. Click on finish. Then normal cutout. Select this one. Click OK. So here the model that we finish it here. So we can continue with another model. Select here the open. So we finish it this one. And let's create this one. Click on OK. So this model, this sheet metal model. Here what we need to learn here, there's the new features we learn. Here we have the some intersection of the flange, so we will learn how to make here this one. So this is the how to create here the closed corner, or here the 3-band corner. So this is what we learned the new here in this model. So here open the new file as usual. Here select here the sheet metal, click OK, and right click here to change the background in my cases. So select the sketch here, select this plane, click OK, and draw here the rectangle, the center rectangle. Select the center rectangle, select the center rectangle, and draw the rectangle. So and define the dimensions here of the rectangle. So you can close this one and double click on it and make it here the 430 mm, and double click on it, make it 250 mm. Let's finish the sketch and create tab here with the thickness of let's make it 3 mm of the thickness. Okay, here. Now create here some flange in the both sides here, create here the flange, and here select this face here, this edge, and make the flange length is the 175 mm with the angle of the 90 degree. Click on OK with apply, and make the flange on this side with the same dimensions, the same angle. It's OK here. So we created here some flange. Now we will create some flange on these portions here. In order to do this, so click here the flange and select here this way here, then make here the flange distance of 20 mm here. So click apply, So create the flange here, this one, apply, and create the flange here on this side. So we create the flange here. Now we need to make here some changes on these corners on the intersection of this flange here. We have the option in the corner, so the three band corners. So select three band corners, and here the select this band, this band, and this band. So and you can make here the different options. Here the corner is open. You can make the closed one. So you see it closed. You can make here the circular cutout. Here the different cutout. You can make the U cutout. Here the change the this intersection. You can make the V cutout and so on. Or you can make here the open and just press apply. So you see it will be the corner will be the properly aligned. The same way you can make here the on this side. You see the this one, select this one, select this one, and select this one, and click it apply. Just the corner will be the on this side. So this is how to use the, the three band corner, that the closed corner that could be used with the two corners, but three band is in the case of the three corners is intersected. But the closed corner we can use with the same option with the two corners. So we created our element here. So we'll continue. So click on sketch, look at this way, click on OK here, and here draw the profile. So let's draw the profile. Let's the using the profile. Let's create the profile here. The kind of profile, for example, the so can close with the any just here any shape can define the dimensions. Let's finish the sketch, and here make the normal cutout. So select this portion, so it will cut. You can drag until the next one, so it will be cut on both sides. So that's okay. So we created this portion. We can hide this sketch here. Now we can go to the flange again, then create the flange on this one with the same dimension, it's 20 and then 90 degrees. So select the this edge and select this edge. And again, just press apply here, and sorry, this is the reverse direction. Let me just delete this all of them and create another flange here. Create the flange, select this one, select this one, and press apply, and select this one. So you need to reverse the direction here. So it should be the inward direction. Then press apply here. So now select here this side, select this side, and select the this one. It's okay. Click OK. So here we created this kind of element here. Now we will continue. Here the select the sketch and select here this face. Click on OK. So create here the line. So create the line here. So you can define the length of the line. So let's make it 35 millimeter. So we can find the position, the finish of the sketch, and using the lower, select this one and define the lower dimensions here. Let's make it here the 5 change. So we'll make it 10 millimeter. So now it's okay. You see the lower is created. You can change the direction like here, looking for the from this side, and just click OK. So we can now increase the numbers using the pattern the feature. So here you need to select the lower feature and sketch also. It's vector from this side, and let's increase the distance. and also they increase the, for example, numbers. Let's make it 10, 12, let's say 11, and let's click on OK. So here we created our features on this side, and we can add the mirror. Here select the mirror feature, and you need to select here the sketch, also the lower, the increasing the control and the pattern. All here, the three features. The plane here, select the display and click on OK. So it is a mirror on this side. So here to create this kind of feature on the top surface, we will use the normal cutout element here. Before it, you need to create the sketch of the this kind of sketch. So here select the sketch, select the surface here, press OK, and here select the circle and draw the circle. Let's draw the circle with a diameter of 30 millimeter, and let's draw the circle with a diameter of 45 the second circle, and let's go to here the offset, and here select the offset, let's say surface with the offset of the distance. Let's make it 5 millimeter, and let's increase the numbers to the 6 right here, and click OK here. So we created this kind of sketch first. Now we will go to the line here and draw the line here with the line, and here a line, and here go to the here to select here the quick trim, and just trim these portions here. So all the portions here, down these portions. We can delete this one. This one you can delete this portion. Just delete this portion, that is keeping the just certain portion here, the closed, and delete this portion, and delete this portion. So we can delete this more also. So this one, and this one. So this line will keep. So this one, and delete this one. So we created this kind of element. Now select here the pattern, and here the select as a pattern the courses to this one, this one, and this one. So and here select the center point is this one, and you can here specify the 5. For example, let's try to make 6. So 6 is too big, so let's make it 5. Here click OK here. You need to just delete this line here, then this line here, and just finish your sketch. So we created this kind of sketch here, and use the normal cutout. You can cut this portion step by step. Select this inner portions here, this one, and you see it always start to be cut here. And here this one also is select this one. So now press OK here. So we created this kind of element, and you can go to the sketch. Maybe just double click on the sketch here. You can just drag the sketch a little bit here on the position. Just press OK and then finish your sketch. Now in order to make the mirror, again here select the mirror feature, As a feature, select the sketch first and press the control, hold the control keyboard and press here this normal cutout and the plane here, the select this plane and press OK to make the mirror on the second side here. So it is the mirror just here the sketch. So we need to go here. So don't worry, maybe we can again go to the normal cutout, just select this one and step by step use the make the cut here what we have done. So select all this the inner portions of the sketch. So you see the inner portion is selected here. So yes, the here that's okay. Just see the something is wrong. So let me just cancel here. Let me just delete this one and let's go to the sketch. Maybe we will make the mirror of this sketch. So select here the option. Let's make select all the sketch here and also make here the mirror on this side. That's okay here. So there is some mistake. Let me control Z and here the select again the mirror. Select this sketch all. Select the center line here. So let me check. So that's okay here. Okay, now it's okay. Then you can finish the sketch and select the normal cutout again. Let's try to select all of the lines here again. So let me just again. Okay, so let's apply here. Let's individually make all of them. Then apply and first select this three and make apply here. So select this one, this one, this one. Then press apply. So select this one, and this one, and press apply. Now it's okay. You can cancel here. We obtained these two elements here on this side, and you can hide your the sketch here. Go to the hide and show. Yes, to hide the sketch. So this is our the element here. Then we will open the new file again. Just we will here this one that's the final for today. So the final practice for today here we will create this kind of sheet metal element. So here select the sketch, add new file here. So select new. Here select the shape sheet metal. Click OK. So let's change my background as usual. So to the right. So select the sketch. We will start with the creating the rectangular tab. So we'll create the tab on let's create on this plate. Click OK. So select the rectangle. Select the rectangle from the center and draw the rectangle for the beginning and define the dimension here. And this dimension is the 500 millimeter. The center and double click on this side and let's make it 350 millimeter. Click on OK, that's on this one and finish your sketch. And here create the tab. the raw material with the thickness of the 4 millimeter. So okay. So let's here create again one sketch. So create the sketch. Select this face. Okay. And here create the rectangle. Let's create a rectangle for 2 points. So let's create the rectangle here and define the dimension of this rectangle. Let's rapid dimension here. So let's define this dimension is the 385 millimeter, and the rapid dimension that this side of this rectangle is the 125 millimeter. And let's make it the symmetric. So using the make symmetric, so this side and this side around this one, and using the fillet, create the fillet here, the radius of the 10 millimeter at the corners here, and here also create on this sides of fillet this one. So here just finish the sketch, and again here create the normal cutout. Let's cut this portion. Let's apply here. Just click. Now let's draw the one line here. Create the sketch. Make here this line. Just and draw the line here. So the length of this is not important, so that should be the crossed. And we need to specify here this dimension. For example, let's make it 70 millimeter here, and just finish your sketch. Now, I want to make some bending operation here using the bend. And here let's select this element, this side, and here the reverse the direction. And like here, just I want to make the bending on this position. So just reversing to the 90-degree here, click OK here. So we created this kind of feature here. We can hide our the sketch here, the old sketch here, on this rectangular sketch also. So now we will continue to create other the features. For example, I want to add here the some feature on this, and firstly I will create here the sketch with the rectangle. So click here and click here, and draw the rectangle here with the 2 points. For example, from here to here, let's say the rectangle for the beginning and make the dimension here. So let's make this dimension 150 millimeter. And let's make this distance, let's make it 45 millimeter, and let's make it here the symmetric as usual, so around this axis, and finish the sketch. So I created the rectangle here, and I want to create a tab. And what is important that we are creating tab with the case of the base so far, but in this case I select as a secondary. So between that, if I selected this one, and it will be as a secondary, so it will be the unite automatically this the small portion with the full body. So the secondary is used in these cases when you want to add some the material to the initial the material. So press OK here. So here I added this kind of element here. You can hide, and this will be the unit element here. So you see, and I will add here some flange here. Create the flange on this one, so you can define the dimension of the flange. For example, the legs is the 40 millimeters. Let's make it maybe the more higher, the 50 millimeters, and click on OK. So this is our the flange, and we can here make the break corner using the break corner to create some corners here on this edge and make it 10 millimeter, and the same here. Let's create the same here on this side. It's created here because it was symmetric. Click on OK. So we created here this kind of element. Now let's select the sketch. I want to make here the hole here. So here click this face. Okay. So create here on this surface a circle. Let's make it diameter 30 millimeter. So let's change here the 30. So I will click on it. That's 30 millimeter. And let's define the position using the geometry constraint here. Let's the midpoint here and the midpoint here. But let's control that. So this position is okay. Let's finish the sketch here and use the normal cutout to cut this portion here. This one. So now we'll go with a flange. So select the flange in here. Then select the flange here. And let's make the flange here the 20 millimeter. Enter and just okay here. So now we have used here the ham flange. So the different type of the ham flange. Select the ham flange. And here we have several options of to create the ham flange. That's open, the closed, C type, and so let's use open. And here you see the dimensions. So select the this side here, and you can see the dimension here that you can change the dimension. For example, let's change the here with this dimension to the 5. So let's make it 7, and let's change this dimension. Let's make it 3. So the center, like here, to create this kind of the shape at flange. It's called hand flange. You can make here the closet like here. You see, let me just show. You can make the S type here. The this kind. You can make the curl and so on. Let's make it open the close. This one. So let's start the here the create here the flange with the center option. So select the flange here, and here select the center and select this one. So you see this is created as a center, and let's define here this the value. Let's make it 70 millimeter. We select here, and we can here the make here the rounded and change here the this the values. For example, let's make it here the 3 millimeter, and let's make it 3 millimeter, and let's here change the angle, go to the angle here, that's 90 degree, and let's make it 45 degree. So like here on this side, and here that's okay here. So we created this kind of flange. It's at the center, and you can make the brick corner, and then here select this corner and this corner, and click OK here. So let's select here the sketch. Here select this face. Okay here, and here the draw the rectangle, the 2 points rectangle. So let's define the dimension of this rectangle. Let's make it 40 millimeter, the rapid dimension, then define the dimension from here to here. Let's make it 6 millimeter. Then we can define some dimensions here. Let's firstly measure the distance from here to here. Was the 70, and this was is a 40. So it will be the 30. So this distance will be the 15 if you want to make the in the center. So now it's correct here. So let's here create the arc, the tangent arc between here to here, and between here to here. So and create here the deleted these portions that finish the sketch. Using the normal cutout, just cut this portion here. So we created this kind of feature. On this side, we can mirror it. So go to here the mirror feature. In this case, we need to select this normal cutout, that sketch, that is this brick corner also with the flange also. This four elements. So as a center plane, in this case, select this one and press OK here to mirror. So all the features is mirrored on this side. So here you can see the model here. Now here we create here the some feature in this surface, that is the cutout. So select the sketch, select this face, click OK. Here select the rectangle again, then draw the rectangle here, and let's make it symmetric first. Make symmetric between this one, this axis, symmetric around this one. Rapid dimension, and this dimension, let's make it 310 millimeter, and this dimension, let's make it 60 millimeter. Again, let's create here the arc from here to here, and here using the quick trim, just delete these portions. Let's finish the sketch. And again, normal cutout, just cut this element here. So here we created this element, and now we will go further for this part. Here we create the flange here, and let's create the flange as a center, and create the flange at this position. And we need to change here the angle, so let's make it the angle. And so go to the angle, and let's play with the angle. How so? So let me just cancel flange, and select this lower one. So now it's okay. So it should be in the lower 45 degree. Then let's make it distance is the 70, keeping this value, and here is okay. And again create the flange, and create flange on this side. So let's go to the angle and create the angle here. So let's make it 120 millimeter with the exact value here. So press OK here. So we created this kind of flange on this side. Now I will add here again the one tab to create the sketch. Here select this face. Click OK. So I will create here the rectangle first. So with the 2 points from here to here, this point. So let's define that this dimension is 200 millimeter. And let's create here the distance is 50 millimeter, and make it here the symmetric. So this side is symmetric, so around this axis, so it will be symmetric. And finish the sketch. And to make the same feature with this one, we need to make the tab, and you need to select here the secondary, not the base one, so secondary, because it will be the same. This one is the same thickness with the same material. We can hide this one. So we created this element here. And here we can create the hem flange again that we created, and the open types, and select this one. And you can see here the hem flange is created, and you can define here some dimensions of this hem flange. So let's see here the flange here, the distance. Let's make it bigger, so 20 millimeters, and let's keep this angle is the 4. Or you can make here the hem flange. The option is the C type, like here. So let's keep here like this one. Yes, okay. So you can create this kind of features here. And one more thing here, we need to add here some holes. So select the sketch, select this face, click on OK, and let's create first the hole here. So hole with the diameter of the 30 millimeter, and put here on this position, and go to the geometry constraint to make the position, then on the center of this one, and this one on the center of this one, and you can define here the dimensions here. So let's make it 27, and the dimension, there's the distance between the circles here. So let's make it 50 in this case. So we can mirror of uh, the sketch that circles this circle and this circle around this axis. So it is the mirror, then the finished sketch, and click on the cutout, normal cutout, and step by step select the circles here to make the cutout. So sit down the element here, and here you can also create some holes. So here sketch, select the display. Okay, so let's create here the small hole here with a diameter of the 3 mm, and select here the geometric constraint that make the midpoint here. So, and let's define the dimension here between this side to this side. So let's make it 6 mm, and just finish the sketch. And again, the normal cutout, just cut this element, so it automatically cuts here with the normal to the surface. So to obtain this hole, again, here they go to the pattern the feature. So here does a feature, select the normal cutout, sketch, the vector, select the vectors in this vector, and define here the distance, make it 5 mm, the count and the distance. Sorry, just make the distance is 5 here, and here the count, let's make it like 12, like here. It's okay. So it is the pattern, this kind of hole here. You can here the can increase the numbers here. For example, double click on it, make it 13. Okay, and here this is our the product. You can go to the hide and show, and just hide the sketch here. You can see that this is our the element. We can here add one more thing here. For example, the break corner, to add here the corners, edge planes here. So that's the last feature here on the this edge. Click OK. So here this finish it with our the element, you can see. So this was our the last the practice for the sheet metal working. So you can follow all the instruction that I uploaded, all the LMS system, and for the Telegram group, you can follow all the instruction and construct your own the models.